Hey everybody, I want to talk about really quickly conversations and what happens when people don't have them. And I was on the phone with my mom a few minutes ago, and we were talking, and she was saying how my grandmother the other day said, "Oh, that baby knows she can talk." And I'm like, well, dang, is that what y'all talk about when I'm not around, or when I, am off the phone with you? And it wasn't anything. I think I was talking about, it was a conversation my grandma and I had a while ago. It was about cornbread or something. And my family's known me all my life. And since I was a baby, or since I could talk, I was always the why, the who, the how, the what. That's me. I'm a person where I have to be educated on something in order for me to understand it, to want to do it, to accept it, and all of that. So I just think, at first it used to hurt my feelings. People say, "Oh, you talk a lot," but when it comes to having dialogue and conversation, it is very important to me, and it's something that I think everybody, if you can, engage yourself in it, have a conversation about something, talk about it. Last night I went to the Love and Learn Your Hair, I keep saying that, with Taryn Guy and Hair Rules, and the dialogue was the part that I enjoyed the most, other than the music, because I love live music. But the conversation is what I enjoyed the most, and I feel like people nowadays, whether it's something about tampons, or if it's about being vegetarian, or or working out, I feel like people do not have enough conversations. And people don't discuss. Everybody's sitting there looking at their tablet, looking at their phone, looking on their computer, looking at the TV. Nobody's engaging. People don't talk anymore. People don't have conversations and figure out and get to the nitty-gritty of things. And I feel like that's something that is going to hold us back as people, not just African Americans, not just as women, not just as naturals, but it's something that's going to hold us back as a generation, as a human race. Not enough people are afraid to express their feelings and their opinions because of what other people may think. You are entitled to your own feelings, your own thoughts. Everybody has them, So don't be afraid, don't be ashamed to share them. Who cares? Who gives a flying you-know-what about how somebody else will feel? And that goes to the person whose feelings are hurt by something. If your feelings are hurt by something that I say, tell me. How am I supposed to know that I hurt your feelings if you don't say anything? How am I supposed to know how you feel about the topic or discussion if you don't say anything? Like, you need to know. I need to know. People need to know if they've done something wrong, because if you don't, they're going to continue to do what they're doing and not know that they're hurting your feelings, and not knowing that you don't understand a situation, and not care. And another, my sister, I was talking to my baby sister, I was talking to my mom, and she was saying how they're doing this consecration thing and at church and all that, and I was asking her, well, what's the benefit? What do you hope to get out of this? And she's like, I don't really know. I said, what is this for? Why are you doing it? She's like, I don't really know. I just know that, I was just told to do it. I'm just like, that's not the way to, if you're going to do this, I think it's great from what I hear, from what my mom is telling me about it. I think it's great, for you guys to do that as a church and as a family. But you need to know why why you're doing this, why you chose, what's your benefit, what do you want to get out of it? Like, it's for other people, because if I'm looking at her thinking, oh, if my little sister can do this, maybe this is something I should consider, and I'm asking her what the benefits, and I don't know. That's like somebody asking me, why'd you go natural? Well, I don't know. I just saw somebody else do it, or somebody told me I need to do it, or or why'd you decide to lose weight? I don't know. It's just like, that's not, I don't think those are acceptable or appropriate answers for things. People need to have dialogue. People need to have conversation. People need to talk to one another in order to live and survive and thrive as people. You have to talk. You have to communicate, because if you don't, then you're just going to be in this little box, in this hole, and no one will grow. No one will, there's no succeeding. Do you think that all these people who are, who are Fortune 500 company owners, and you think they just sat around and looked at each other? You think they just sat and looked? They had conversations and wanted to know how these things would benefit people, and wanted to know why this is important and why it's necessary. That's the same. That's how I approach everything in my life. Before I buy anything, before I decide to do anything that's gonna change my life, I need to know why I'm doing it. What's the benefit? You know, I need to know, I at least need to, if I want to eat something, what's in it, you know? Or, you know, if you tell me, eat this is gonna, you know, make you, you know, make your skin radiant. Take this pill, it's gonna do this and do, why? How is that gonna help me? What's gonna happen, you know? I think it's important. And one person that kind of is on me, is in agreement with me, and this is my cousin. We talk all the time, and it's not the fact that, and we've always talked. We've grown up together. That's something that she and I have together. We can be on the phone and talk about things from stumble upon to, you know, things in natural news and about being healthy and about hair and about clothing and about music. That stuff is important. I don't care if you get into a heated debate with somebody. You are having a dialogue, a conversation. It is healthy. Because when you hold that stuff in, it'll boil up, you know, and it'll burst and it'll be bad. So, yeah. Just talk to people. Relationships, friendships, anything. Parents, daughters, you know, sons. You have to talk. When you have children, you have to talk to them. Because if you don't, they're not going to know. They're just going to think that that's acceptable, and it's not. They're going to go get older and get in these relationships with friends and boyfriends and girlfriends and spouses and husbands and wives, and nobody's going to talk to each other, and everybody's walking around slamming doors or got poopy faces on, and you just, nobody uses the voice that they're given. There are people who cannot talk, people who are, you know, who are refrained from talking, and they want to so bad, and there are people with mouths and they just don't talk about things. And I'm not saying ramble on and talk about nothing. I'm saying have important discussions and conversations about things and with people that you love and that you care about and that mean something to you. Yeah. So if you know me, you know this ain't nothing new. So yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Awkward Black Girl. Oh yeah, I'm awkward and black. Y'all need to talk to people, talk to each other. You know, it's important. I wish I had some time. So yeah. Peace. Just so fresh and clean. Come on, you stay happy. Just so fresh and